السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. Today I would like to share with you something very important, which is knowledge. Everyone wants to acquire knowledge. Everyone wants to know about knowledge. Everyone wants to be called as a knowledgeable person. Be it in Islamic knowledge, acquiring Islamic knowledge, or acquiring any secular knowledge. Everyone wants to be called as a knowledgeable person. No one wants or no one likes to be called as illiterate person, which is good. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when introduced the khalq, when introduced the creation of a mankind, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala introduced the first thing to the mankind was knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says Adam alayhi salam to tell the angels about the names. That's the first thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Adam alayhi salam. وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught Adam alayhi salam all of the names, right? Which refers to the knowledge of the world. When we see this today, we think that whatever we read through online, whatever we watch through a YouTube or any social media platform, or whatever we heard from ABC is knowledge, where in actual knowledge is not just that. Knowledge means that when person acquires information, whether be it from a primary source or a secondary source, and then puts that information into practice. When he does that, when he puts into his practice, and this practice becomes the habit of that person, then this particular thing or the information that was transmitted into action and has become that action, now this is knowledge. This is called knowledge. But whatever we are acquiring from people, we are just hearing or reading or something like that, this is just piece of information. This is not called knowledge. We must understand this one. We read something, we hear something, and we transform ourselves as if we are something great personality filled with knowledge. No. Going through this process of acquiring knowledge takes years and years and years. And we also know from the aqwal of Sahaba, they mention that they did not used to go to any ayah before practicing the ayah that they have learned before. They have learned ayah number 1, they practiced it, put into their lives, convert into knowledge, and then they go to the second ayah. And this is how they used to spend their lives. Where are we? What are we doing? Are we following the same footsteps of Sahaba? No. Are we doing the same thing? No. We are messing around with simple and portion pieces of knowledge and getting into an argument and trying to prove our point and considering ourselves as knowledgeable person. No. The most common mistake which we see online, people going online and giving the fatwa kind of thing, right? Giving the rulings to the people. No, brother or no, sister. We are not the ahead of so much so and so thing. We don't have even the basics of that thing or understanding of that thing. We might have heard a particular question raised to a particular scholar and he have answered. So we just take that answer and we copy paste to someone else. No, we are not the ahead. We are not the people from that thing that we should be doing this. No, we should be, if you think that this question needs to be answered, you must, and you know this answer, even if you know it, your answer, but still you haven't studied it, then it is better for you, before answering to anyone, at least check your answer, your wordings, your tone, through some sheikh, through some scholar, and get them back there. Or connect those people to scholars, which is most best way. Because if you are not a person who have studied it, or have studied the deen, or that particular question properly, knowing its basics, and up to the research that scholars have done on that question, then it is better not to speak or give any ruling, even if you have heard from some sheikh or from your teacher or somewhere. It's better you connect that question or that person to your teacher and get that answer. Or check your answer with the teacher so that then you can answer if your teacher is not in a position or not in a place or nothing is working out to get it answered. This is the best way. But considering that seeing few videos or reading few papers or reading few books is entitled or give the title of that a knowledgeable person we are, then this is wrong understanding. We must ensure that first of all we study from our basics and we get our basics right from right scholars, and then we put it into practice, and then maybe we get the eligible to help others, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us and guide us. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim.